Alrighty, boys. It's almost here.
It is.
The event that has been a year in the planning is almost here. The ORAT Celebration Round 2 is here. You got to remember that Dion, frankly, is the only reason we had ORAT Celebration number 1, because he kind of put it out there. And I said, sure, I'll never get there. Yeah, no problem. Damn it. I spent a bunch of money. But yeah, we're up for round 2, and you guys have a great Denny's meetup that actually occurs before the event. It's kind of the pregame. So talk about the pregame.
The pregame. Well, so this is all Dion and Millennial Mike's idea. I just tagged along because they said food. So
they know how to get you there.
I mean, breakfast food any time of day. I'm good. So Dion, talk about it, because it's an awesome thing that we do, kind of leading up to the primer for the event.
So there's a universal law that you should never stay in Vegas longer than 4 days, because you don't really sleep when you're there.
Sure.
If you're there for an event. If you move there like Zuber, yes, you're okay. But for the rest of us, 4 days is kind of the limit. And so this week is a challenge for some of us. I'm going to be there from Tuesday to Monday. So at some point in there, I'm going to have to force myself to take a day. But
just to catch up.
Just at some point. The Midnight Denny's meetups happen because Mike and I we get together a lot. Millennial Mike here in Washington. You know, we've gone to my portfolio. We go to the Robin Hood Resort. We've been to the Northwest Action Summit, right? But anytime we get together, we're not bougie. And Denny's is our kind of food. Like, we can go to Denny's 3 times a day forever and be just fine. So it kind of became a meme in our local Facebook group that, hey, let's all meet at Denny's. So we have the Denny's meetups. And so Mike's working nights and I don't have a sleep schedule. So midnight works for us. And in Vegas, it's probably the one window, that 12 midnight, when there aren't a bunch of shows going on and things you want to go see. Now, there's still stuff going on that you can entertain yourself with, but it's the other city that never sleeps, right? So this year, we're going to plan ahead a little bit. We're going to call the Denny's and we're going to say, hey, there's probably going to be about 30 people showing up at midnight, because last year there was this one poor waitress, because it's midnight, you know, she's expecting 3 customers, and nope, she was serving everybody. So everyone should bring enough money for a tip.
Yeah, a nice tip.
But we're going to call ahead this time and say, hey, you know, little warning. There's going to be some not too rowdy-ish people there around midnight. And we usually stay till 2 or 3 when people start to fade.
Yeah, agreed. I think one of the things that we all need to remember is that room, when we fill it full of real estate investors, like, net worth of that room is probably 120 million. Like, Denny's has never seen that level of wealth, you know, filling the tables. So guys, like, tip like you mean it. Like, you know, I mean, come on, like, give the woman, you know, she should be walking out of there, or the couple people should be walking out of there.
She should be able to tell a story.
Yeah,
and just to be clear, that's pretty much how last year went. Everyone was talking before we left of like, wow, this poor one waitress is serving everybody. And I saw pretty big tips being left everywhere. So we did that last year, but there might be some new people this year, just kind of warning them ahead of time.
So let's the pregame. So our event, which we'll get to in a minute, is Saturday and Sunday. Pregame is what day?
So both Wednesday night at midnight and Thursday night at midnight, but we're reserving Friday night to actually get some sleep before the event, so we don't show up like zombies.
Yeah, you guys are going to be on stage.
It's Valentine's Day as well, and we'll all have our wives in town and non-girlfriends.
Yes.
Oh, so that's something we should call Millennial Mike out on, but I think I'll let him.
Oh, trust me. I've got a book of notes that I'm going to be going through with his lovely
I don't even know if Zuber's aware of what's going on with Mike right now.
Oh, yeah. I've seen some pictures of him with the same girl for more than a weekend.
7 minutes.
I won't say it on camera. I'll say as soon as we're done recording, I'll tell you what's going on here.
Does he have a roommate now?
Not yet. Not for a week.
Not for a week. Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk about that off camera.
Technically, I didn't say it. Mike can't punch me.
Mike can't punch me. It's not the punches I'd be worried about with Mike. It's those short little brass objects that might be a problem. So again, just to be clear, the pregame is Wednesday and Thursday. The Denny's address is here, midnight to 2 a.m. If you're going to go to the event, please don't embarrass me. Tip like you mean it, which I know you guys will. I just want to get that on record. And then Friday is Valentine's Day, which again, you can really not imagine a better city to celebrate Valentine's Day in. Go to shows, take the significant other or significant others, if you roll like that, to the events of choice. And then get ready Saturday. I am an early bird. Sorry. The event kicks off at 8 a.m. I'll probably be there at 6:30 setting up and making sure everything's right. And we go 8 to 8 Saturday, right? We have 2 hours of lunch and 2 hours of dinner plus cake and cupcakes to celebrate, just like last year. And then we will go from 8 to 6 on Sunday. The schedule is out on Eventbrite. I do have some surprises. I'm still working on a Hail Mary of somebody for Saturday close, but we shall see. I have plenty of backups if it doesn't work.
I'm already there, Mike. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's Ashley. It's Ashley. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
I just want to make sure she gets up there and tells all the dirty laundry.
She's ready. Yeah, she's ready.
There you go. But the event is like no other. It's driven by the audience. Friends will be there. Everybody's getting fed this time. So I stepped up and spent an extra 20 grand feeding everybody this time, basically facilitating. I'm buying cushions. One of the feedback I got last year was the chairs were a little hard on your tushies because you were sitting down for so long. So I bought cushions, or I should say rented cushions. So I've spent the last 6 months and probably the next 9 days doing everything I can to make sure it exceeds expectations. So what are you guys looking forward to? We'll go to Matt first. What are you looking forward to?
No green room.
Yes, no green room. I don't do that.
No green room.
Nope.
No green room. It is everyone can understand. So every single person that's there speaking has put their money where their mouth is, because none of us are paid a dime for any of it at all.
I don't pay anybody.
We don't bring anything. We don't bring table of books, of our tchotchkes, or I don't bring anything, literally nothing. Everything is because I want to be there and because we want to continue to pour into the community. So, my favorite thing about it is that, I've certainly done green room events and it makes me really uncomfortable. I don't look at myself that way. I'd rather be in the audience and then just go, okay, hey, it's your turn. Sounds good. I'll come on up. And that's kind of what this event largely is. And so I'm always excited to do this event, and because we'll spend all of that time. Usually, there's speakers that I know Dion and I and Mike will want to listen to. But there's also that opportunity where we want to spend time with people that watch us, because we want to get them talking about what their experiences are so we can bring that back and share it with you and share it with everybody else. So I just love that it really is like a community meetup. And because let's not lie, it's an effort to get there, right? Like you're purposefully doing this. And so it's an effort, but where else are you going to get 22 hours in 2 days of this, of this type of experience and creating networks and creating relationships? And finally, I always say pressing the flesh, handshaking and things like that with people that you normally would never meet. So yeah, I love it. And I think, obviously all the speakers are completely invested in it because we all literally spend our own money to do this.
Yeah. Dion, what are you looking forward to?
So 2 things. The first is Matt nailed it. No green room. Those sideline conversations are what matters to me. So I'll probably, if it's laid out like last year, in the back in that separate room, recording some videos, talking to people. That's where the energy comes from to keep doing this, to keep thinking, okay, I'm talking to a camera 3-4 hours a week in retirement. It's not a job, but it's a passion. But what's the outcome? And the outcome is the people that we meet that are doing things. And the second thing, Matt said, we're literally spending our own money to be there. I totally agree. But the thing I really look forward to is spending Zuber's money.
Yes.
So
it is a lot of money this year.
I get people asking me often, when are me and Millennial Mike going to throw a Northwest?
Yeah.
And my answer every time, I don't have to. I've got the one rental at a time community.
Exactly.
That is all of the people that I want to hang out with, right? And Zuber spends all this money, and it's an annual thing now for half the price. So I really look forward to that.
It is. It's fun.
What I look forward to is the audience. I've been throwing events as an executive for 20 plus years, and no matter how hard you work on it, the only thing you can't control is the audience.
Yeah.
Is the audience engaged? Are they hungover? A couple of things that I was pleasantly surprised by last year, and why I'm so happy to partner with the Blind Center for the visually impaired in Vegas, is it's off strip. It's frankly away from the strip.
It is.
Right. So you're not leaving to go, go to the bar. You're not leaving to go gamble. You're not getting distracted by the eye candy that sometimes Vegas provides. And you're there, right? You're there. There's nowhere to escape. There's nothing around the Blind Center that you'll want to go see, right? Or go do. Again, I was nervous last year. Like, is this too far away?
No,
And
it's perfect.
it proved to be a godsend. Second, again, back to Dion's point, spending my money. Like last year, I rented the entire space. So we're not going to be fighting for resources. We're not going to be fighting for space. When you rent the whole thing, there's probably 50% of that facility that won't see a one rental at a time person in it, right? They actually have, a game room, and they have all these other areas. I rent the whole thing because I don't want, a 50-person group to kind of, I don't want confusion. Oh, sorry, you're here for the other group, right? So we do that because, again, it's a donation. So I'm pleasantly surprised by that. We also are recording it. Everybody that comes, because I know a lot of the event is catching up and networking in real life, pressing the flesh. So if there's a presentation or two you miss, you will get a copy of it probably 2 or 3 weeks after. We are streaming it again like last year. So if you can't get there, for $99, a measly $99, you can watch online. Also, if you buy the virtual, I will give it to you, the recording, for free. Again, whatever, right? So I'll do that 2 or 3 weeks later. I just look forward to sharing the goodness that is the community. That's what I look forward to again, and pleasantly being surprised that all the effort was worth it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, guys, midnight Denny's meetup, Wednesday and Thursday, midnight, 12. It's 2310 East Lake Mead Boulevard, North Las Vegas, 89030. Do me a favor, leave in the comments below if you're going, because I have a sneaky suspicion that we might do more than 30 people, but we'll see. Thanks, guys.
It's probably bigger. See ya.
Ciao.